So guys, ain't no way they're human. Ain't no way they're human, man. Guys, it's a lot of stuff I wish I can talk about on YouTube, but I can't because of privacy issues and a few other reasons as well. Um, but what I can tell you guys is that the stuff that I'm hearing sounds unbelievable. But then it's like I can believe it, but it just sounds unbelievable because I've been so far removed from it. But I will tell you guys this. I will tell you guys this. I told you guys how I basically, I got my own apartment when I was 25. Okay, so basically, when I was 25, I was away from these people like 100%. Okay, like 100% at 25 when I got my own apartment. I was completely away from these people. And not only was I away from these people, I was away from people that were around me that could be influenced by these people. What are we talking about? Girlfriend or friends, co-workers, stuff like that. At 25, I became detached from everybody. And no one really knew what the hell I was doing or who I was dating next or what friends I had. Nobody knew nothing about me at the age of 25. So what can I tell you about the people that I thought I knew before the age 25? Well, I can tell you guys this. Based on what information that I was getting about these individuals, which was few and far in between, and then I told you how I have visited my grandmother at the house about 6 years ago when the dog was soaked in piss, and I told you guys how I left in tears, and I also told you guys how I seen a girl there that looked like me. Told you I was slumped down in my back seat in tears. I mean, man, but let me get to the point. Let me get to the point here. I saw basically a train coming. It's like I saw the train coming and somebody was laying on the tracks. I saw the train coming from about 4 or 5 miles away. And I saw that it was an object land on the tracks that this train was going to hit, but I didn't really know when. All I know is that I want to get away from that train in that area, because when the train hit that object, and if that object exploded, I didn't want to be around. Maybe I get hit by some debris or something like that. You know what I mean? That's why I told y'all codependence. I in my adult years, I have not been codependent. Even when it looked like I was codependent, I wasn't. I was just surviving. Never been codependent. And my actions speak for itself as far as the travel that I did after the age of 25. And I didn't even communicate with these people like that at all. But again, just to tell you guys, in my young adult years, I seen the train coming. But who could I tell? Couldn't tell the police, right? What they gonna do? You can't go tell any mental health facility. Well, the mental health is not, nobody's looking after people. This country has allowed mental health to get out of control. People should be getting checkups on their mental health like on a regular. I mean, if you want this country to get back to so-called normalization. Because people out here are not doing well mentally. I see it every day. It's not just from the so-called family. I see it every day. I see individuals that remind me of people that I knew from the past. That's why it's so easy for me to isolate, and so easy for me to walk away. Anybody who thinks, oh my God, that dude must be so strong, say that when I'm in a weight room. In my mind, look, I'm just not no idiot. You see a fucking train coming, and debris is on those tracks, you're gonna get the fuck out of here. There's no need for me to pat myself on the back for seeing a train coming about to explode on some inanimate object or whatever the fuck on train tracks. There's nothing special about that. That's why I say people should be asking me questions, not trying to figure out their mind, because ain't no way they're human. This is straight up out of the X-Files, man, for real. Straight up out of X-Files. I cannot believe what I'm hearing on a daily basis. It sounds like some kind of movie. It sounds like it's not even real. But all I can tell you guys is that I saw the train. I saw that. I didn't know how it was going to manifest, but who the fuck could I tell? I couldn't tell my grandfather. Well, by the time I became a competent adult, my grandfather was already old. There was nothing he could do. Everybody was old. I couldn't go to a mental health facility. Oh my God, like, couldn't do that. Couldn't go to the police. I had to sit there and literally watch the thing manifest. And that's why I got the fuck out of here, guys. I ain't no fool, man. I may show some signs of incompetence myself sometimes, but I am not no goddamn fool. I see a train coming and something about to explode, I'm getting the hell out of the area. And I ain't gonna waste no time trying to tell somebody, hey, because people, you can't fix it. What can you do? But I saw the mental illness coming. What really baffles me is how individuals in this so-called family will talk about other individuals as if they were mentally ill. They will tell me about this. Listen to what I'm telling you very clearly. Mentally ill people were coming to tell me about other mentally ill people, but they were all ready to gang up against me. You see what I'm saying here, guys? And most of y'all, majority listening to this, already know this, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Crazy people were coming to me calling other people in the family crazy. So now that everybody's talking about me, I'm just like, well, I'm glad I got the fuck out. Good thing I got the fuck out of there when I did, because I saw the fucking train coming. I didn't know how how it was going to manifest. When it exploded, I didn't know how far the radius of debris was going to fly. I just got the hell out of that. I just got the hell out of there. But I seen all the signs. Imagine you see all the signs. Y'all know how competent, y'all know how intuitive I am. Imagine seeing something coming and you can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. At that point, I had to just put myself in survival mode. That's how I've been living for years, in survival mode, man. So, just to wrap this up, even though I can't believe what I'm hearing, at the same time, it's like, well, you shouldn't be surprised. It's just that people who know they already caught and they still running amok. And I know why that is. I know why that's being allowed to happen. Don't think I don't know. I know why that's going on, but I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna talk about that on YouTube. But I know why that's being done like that. Okay, as far as energy is concerned, you gotta get them all in the fish net and get them all at one time. Put your net right in the school of all the goldfish are swimming around in. Notice I say goldfish because they got a brain of a goldfish. Literally. Ain't no way they're human. Ain't no way they're human. The shit that I'm hearing, like I told y'all, I can separate myself emotionally from the whole thing and look at this thing objectively and think about how I would respond to this if somebody was telling me that it was happening to them, that this was happening in their reality. I would say the same thing. Ain't no way they're human. You mean tell me that they still at it, even though they know they caught, they still acting crazy. But just to wrap this up, I seen the train coming and I just headed for the hills, guys. I just said, let me get away. It's nothing for y'all to pat me on the back. If y'all want to pat me on the back on something, it's not for intuition. Okay, because damn near Stevie Wonder could have seen that shit. Anybody of any sanity could have seen that train coming. Y'all can pat me on the back for just my intellect and my experience, not my intuition. That's just something I was born with. I was just gifted with that, okay? But all I can tell you guys is that I seen the train coming, and it was no one I could tell. And that was the worst feeling in the world.